Welcome to Finding Holiness, where we delve into timeless Torah wisdom, revealing the sacred in everyday moments. Join us on a journey to elevate your spirituality and discover holiness in every aspect of life. I'm your host, Rabbi David Kadosh, and together, let's embark on a path of spiritual exploration. I hope you enjoy this next episode. Parashat Masei begins with the enumeration of the 42 encampments of the Jewish people in their journey to Eretz Israel. These 42 stops have tremendous significance in our history, as each of them alludes to another important moment of our past. The number 42 is not random either, as it represents one of Hashem's holy names. Notwithstanding that, one can argue that the entire section is extra. Until now, we have already been told how the Jews traveled and where they stopped. So what is the purpose of repeating the 42 pit stops of the nation? Simply, we can answer based on a pasuk found in Yeshayahu. Yesusum midbar v'tzia, v'tagel arava v'tifrach kachavatzalet. Desert and wasteland shall rejoice over them, and the plain shall rejoice and shall blossom like a rose. Yeshayahu prophesies that in the future Hashem will blossom the dry desert and turn it into sprouting green pasture and fields. One can ask why this is necessary. The purpose of the desert is to be dry. For one, deserts, both hot and cold, play a part in moderating Earth's temperature. This is because they reflect more of the incoming light, and their albedo is higher than that of forests or the sea. The answer is that Hashem teaches us how to be grateful for even the things that may seem dry and insignificant. The Jews traveled in the desert for 40 years, hopped from place to place, and Hashem enumerates each of those places in order that, in due time, they received a reward deserving of them. Even though the desert technically didn't do anything, it didn't invest any fortune and only acted as a hostel and resting place for the Jewish people, but that was enough for Hashem to repay it back multifold in the future. How often do we receive assistance from our friends or colleagues, or a nice word or a piece of advice that enabled us to push through challenging times, that gave us some satisfaction in life? Small moments like that need to be remembered, not just to know that you have a person who cares for you, but so that you can repay that deed when he or she is in need of assistance as well. Reciprocating acts of kindness is essential, as it allows us to honor and appreciate the generosity we have received. When we repay kindness, we not only acknowledge the effort and the compassion of the person who extended it to us, but we also create a ripple effect of goodwill. We contribute to the positive energy in our relationships and our communities. We are fostering a culture of empathy and support. It demonstrates our gratitude and it reinforces the bonds of trust among one another. It serves as a reminder that acts of kindness should not exist in isolation, but rather as a flow of compassion and care. By doing so, we perpetuate a cycle of giving, a cycle of receiving that strengthens our connections and enhances the overall well-being of everyone that is involved. So if Hashem recognized the greatness of the desert's contribution, a piece of land that has no feelings or understanding of what is pain or what is happiness, then all the more so we need to recognize the good that people do for us, because when it's time, we can help them turn their life from a dry desert to a lush forest. Shabbat Shalom.